Finally, God is exposing your daughter. Your daughter is. You can't believe, watch fast. My beloved child, listen closely. The truth that was once buried is now rising like fire through the silence. What heaven has seen behind closed doors is about to reach your ears, and no one can stop it now. There's a shift moving through your home, subtle but undeniable. You felt it, the late-night whispers, the strange calm that hides behind your daughter's eyes. Something she thought would remain hidden is now being brought to light. Don't skip, stay till the end, because what's unfolding isn't meant to destroy, it's meant to deliver. What's coming is not punishment, but revelation, and it's arriving faster than anyone expected. Even the walls have absorbed her secret tears. There's a burden she's been carrying, pretending to smile while her heart bleeds in silence. She's been waiting for the right moment to confess, but that moment was chosen by heaven itself. There's a reason you've been sensing distance lately. The phone calls she hides, the sudden change in tone, the way her eyes avoid yours, it all connects. But before you assume betrayal, know this: God is not exposing her to shame her, but to heal what was broken. Every lie told in fear is now turning into truth spoken in light. She never wanted to deceive you, she only wanted to protect you from what she believed would hurt you. But the longer she stayed silent, the louder heaven spoke. Archangel Michael says, the truth cannot stay buried beneath tears and silence. It must rise like dawn, and it will. This is that moment, my child. The revelation is not coming from outside, it's unfolding right before you, through someone you love. She's been fighting something you couldn't see, not rebellion, but guilt. A choice made in weakness, a path she wished she could reverse. And though she tried to hide the evidence, heaven preserved every detail for this very day. Stay till the end, because the twist isn't what you think. This isn't about disobedience, it's about divine alignment. Something she touched, someone she trusted, it all led to a secret that now has divine purpose. The energy around her shifted recently, didn't it? Cold one moment, emotional the next, that's her spirit wrestling with truth and fear. She knows the exposure is near, she can feel it in her bones. She might not say it aloud, but her silence speaks, it trembles with guilt, love, and divine timing. My beloved child, don't react in anger when the truth surfaces. What's being shown is part of a larger plan to reconnect what was fading. Heaven will use this exposure to realign the family bond that pain tried to sever. Every secret that breaks open under light creates space for healing. That's why it's happening now, not months later, not years before. God waited until you were strong enough to handle what's about to unfold. The truth about your daughter isn't meant to destroy trust, it's meant to restore it. She's been in contact with someone from her past, a person she swore she'd cut off. But what you don't know is that it wasn't for rebellion. It was a test of her heart, one that she failed in silence and begged heaven to forgive. Don't skip. Because the next moments are where revelation meets mercy. Archangel Michael whispers again, do not punish what heaven is healing. Do not curse what God is cleansing. When the truth arrives, through her eyes, her trembling lips, or even through a message you weren't meant to read, remember this: every soul has a breaking point before it turns toward light. She's about to confess something that changes how you see her, not to destroy your peace, but to rebuild your faith. The things she hid are connected to a decision made in fear. Something to protect someone else, not herself. She carried that guilt so long that her smile became a mask. But masks can't survive under divine light. Heaven has been rearranging the pieces. The person involved in her secret, they've been awakened too. What they plan to hide will now backfire, exposing their manipulation. Your daughter was trapped in their web, not by choice, but by emotional control. The moment you find out what happened, compassion must lead before anger. Because this exposure is not her downfall, it's her liberation. You'll notice the signs before the truth fully breaks. A message deleted too late. A voice note that plays accidentally. Or a phone left unlocked for a few seconds too long. Those aren't coincidences, they're heaven's nudges. God is saying, it's time. This isn't about punishment, it's about protection. Protection for her soul, protection for your peace, protection for the destiny that lies beyond this moment. When the storm passes, you'll see her differently, not as a sinner, but as a survivor. Stay till the end, because something beautiful is hidden beneath this chaos. Archangel Michael says, what's revealed through tears will cleanse generations of pain. This revelation will reconnect the thread between you and her heart. The love you thought was lost will return in a purer form. She will cry, but those tears will write a new chapter of trust. Even heaven is weeping with you, not in sorrow, but in release. Now, as you watch the signs unfold, keep calm. The truth might sting, but it will not destroy. Instead, it will clear away what's been silently poisoning the home. Every time your heart trembles or your mind asks why, remember, God exposes only to heal, never to humiliate. Soon, your daughter will speak words she's rehearsed in her heart for months. They will break you for a moment, but they will also set both of you free. My beloved child, stay with me now. The air feels heavier tonight, doesn't it? That's because heaven is shifting the energy around your house, preparing the atmosphere for the truth that can no longer be hidden. The walls that once echoed with laughter are whispering something different now. You've noticed it too, the silence between conversations, the eyes that glance away too quickly. These are not coincidences. They are divine signals. Don't skip, stay till the end, because the truth you're about to uncover isn't meant to destroy, it's meant to cleanse. What was hidden in the dark corners of her heart will now be revealed under heaven's brightest light. Even the people who thought they could deceive her are trembling now. They can sense that their power is slipping away. God's hand is already moving, and once He moves, nothing can remain the same. She's been restless, hasn't she? Waking up in the middle of the night, pacing silently, checking her phone with fear in her eyes. That's her spirit sensing exposure. Heaven has been visiting her dreams, replaying her choices, urging her to speak the truth before it's too late. But she's afraid. Not of you, but of your disappointment. She loves you deeply, but she's trapped in her own silence. Every moment she holds back, the truth grows heavier, pressing against her chest like a storm waiting to burst. Archangel Michael says, the truth is mercy in disguise. Let it rise, even if it hurts. And now, that mercy is rising, my child. It's coming through unexpected signs, a forgotten message, a slip of the tongue, or even through someone else's confession. Heaven will make sure you see what you need to see. She didn't plan this mistake. It began with someone whispering lies into her ears, someone she trusted more than she should have. They promised to protect her, but their intentions were poisoned. What she thought was friendship was manipulation dressed as care. You'll soon find out that there's a person around her whose name keeps resurfacing. They were the one who pulled her away from light and made her question her own worth. But heaven is stepping in to remove that influence once and for all. Stay till the end, because this exposure isn't only about her, it's also about them. The one who tried to control her emotions will be the first to face divine consequence. What they planned in secret will soon crumble in the open. The reason you're hearing this now is because timing is divine. Heaven waited until you were ready to see her not with anger, but with understanding. Because what's about to come out will require strength, not judgment. Every lie is a shadow, and shadows only disappear when light touches them. That light is now moving toward your home, and once it enters, everything false will fall away. Your daughter's tears, once hidden on her pillow, are being turned into prayers. She doesn't know it yet, but those cries have already reached heaven. Soon, those tears will turn into words you've been waiting to hear. There's something sacred about this exposure. It's not random, it's strategic. God is removing every chain, every secret tie, every toxic bond that's been holding her spirit down. This revelation will not humiliate her, it will elevate her. You will see her cry, yes. You might even cry too. But those tears will wash away generations of silence. They will clear the air between you, restoring a closeness that was slipping away. Archangel Michael says, forgiveness will open the gates where fear once stood. When the truth arrives, choose love first. Because that choice will rewrite both your destinies. She's been feeling watched lately, not by people, but by heaven. Every time she lies awake at night, her chest heavy, her mind racing, it's because divine eyes are gently reminding her, it's time. Even her reflection seems to speak now. Every glance in the mirror feels like confrontation. That's not her guilt alone, it's the divine energy pressing her soul to surrender. Stay till the end, because her moment of release is closer than you think. It could happen tonight. A sudden conversation. A message that slips through. Or a phone call that exposes everything she's been holding back. It won't be an accident, it will be divine orchestration. My beloved child, you will need calm when the truth arrives. Because when light strikes, emotions can explode. But remember, storms don't destroy, they cleanse. You'll realize that she's not who fear made her become. She's still the same soul, just carrying wounds that were never meant for her. The world pushed her into silence, but heaven is calling her into redemption. You'll see the guilt in her eyes the moment she starts to speak. Let her finish. Let her release. Because every word she says will bring your family closer to divine alignment. Her truth is your breakthrough too. Something will happen that confirms this message. It might be a sudden dream where you see her crying and confessing. It might be a scent, a voice, or a sound that draws you toward her room. Follow that sign, heaven will guide your steps. God is not trying to punish you with this truth. He's trying to protect your lineage from a pattern that's been repeating. The silence, the secrets, the emotional distance, they all end here. What's being revealed will stop a cycle that's been passed down through generations. And you will be the one who ends it. That's why this moment is sacred. Archangel Michael says softly, the storm that breaks her will be the same wind that lifts her higher. You'll soon witness that transformation with your own eyes. She will fall into your arms, trembling, unable to hold back the weight she's been carrying. You'll feel the truth before she even says it. Don't turn away. That embrace will be the moment heaven restores everything that pain tried to destroy. Stay till the end, because the truth doesn't end in chaos, it ends in peace. When it's all over, you'll realize something profound. The exposure wasn't a loss, it was a rescue. It saved her from darker paths, from deeper manipulation, from the enemy's silent hold. What seemed like betrayal was actually the beginning of her freedom. You'll wake up one morning and sense a stillness, a divine calm in your home. That will be the moment you'll know it's done, the truth has done its work. The weight will lift. The energy will shift. And peace will reign again. My beloved child, listen carefully now. The hour of truth has begun to unfold, and the energy in your home has already started to change. The silence that once lingered in the corners is now humming with revelation. There's something sacred in the air, a mixture of sorrow and release. You might feel chills tonight, or notice a sudden quiet that feels almost heavy. That's the moment heaven steps in to finish what it started. Don't skip, stay till the end, because what's about to surface will answer every unspoken thought you've had for weeks. What you're sensing isn't imagination, it's confirmation. Every whisper, every shift in tone, every restless night was heaven preparing you for this truth. She's been at war within herself, torn between hiding and healing. The secret she's been keeping wasn't born from malice, it came from confusion, from fear of losing your love. But the longer she carried it, the more it broke her spirit. Now, that same weight has reached its limit. The divine clock has struck the hour of exposure. Nothing and no one can stop what's coming now. Archangel Michael says, do not fear what is revealed in the light. Fear only what chooses to remain in darkness. And this, my child, is the moment your family's light begins to cleanse everything the shadows tried to hold. You will soon see signs that make your heart pause. Her eyes will linger on you longer than usual, as if she's silently asking for permission to speak. Her hands will tremble when she holds something fragile, not because of cold, but because her truth is ready to escape her lips. Heaven is guiding every second now. That sudden knock, that unexpected call, or even a message that appears out of nowhere, it's all part of the divine script being written for your home. Stay till the end, because this truth will arrive not as a storm, but as a whisper that grows into thunder. And when it lands, it will break chains you didn't even know existed. My beloved child, remember this, exposure doesn't mean destruction. It means clarity. For too long, confusion was allowed to breathe in your family's air. Now heaven is clearing it out, making room for truth to flow freely again. When it arrives, it won't come in anger. It will come with trembling honesty, raw and real. You'll see her like never before, broken yet brave. That will be the moment you realize how powerfully heaven loves your family. Don't skip, because what happens next is the turning point. There will be a conversation, perhaps accidental, that opens everything. She might walk into the room slowly, eyes wet, hands shaking, unable to speak at first. Let her take her time. Her silence will say more than her words. She will confess, not because she's forced to, but because her soul can no longer live in darkness. The words will fall heavy, but behind them will be healing. And you, my child, must listen not with judgment, but with grace. Her truth may break your heart for a moment. But remember, pain is temporary, freedom is forever. She will reveal things she thought she'd take to her grave, choices, fears, people, situations. It will shock you, yes, but it will also awaken your compassion. Because through it all, you'll see one thing clearly: your daughter never stopped loving you. That love is what brought this truth to light. Heaven is simply using this exposure to rebuild what was cracking underneath. When she finishes, hold her. That embrace will silence every voice of shame. My beloved child, this exposure is not just for her. It's for you too. Heaven is teaching you to love beyond condition, to see beyond mistake, to lead with mercy instead of fear. After this night, something in you will shift. You'll stop walking in worry and start walking in discernment. You'll begin to feel energy before words, truth before explanation. Archangel Michael says, this truth will crown you with wisdom that cannot be taken away. And indeed, it will. Because from this moment forward, your house will carry light, unshakable, eternal light. When dawn breaks, there will be peace again. The storm will be over. The air will feel lighter, your heart clearer. You will sense that something ancient has been lifted, like a curse undone, like pain erased. She will rest easier, too. You'll see her sleeping deeply for the first time in months. That's how you'll know, heaven's work is complete. Every hidden thing that once tried to divide your family has now been turned into a story of restoration. The truth has done its work.